Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today is your mayor of Fitchburg, Julia Radafrada. Welcome back, Miss Mayor. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being here. We didn't get to have you in the month of January. You had some pre-planned travel, but we're glad you're back. You know, put those words together. Glad you're back here as we work on an update. We would have normally talked about 2024 priorities and kind of what you're doing. So we're going to give that opportunity today.
Okay.
I figure we'll start there, kind of on the things you're working on. So we know a little bit from budget, a little bit from CIP. Those things are laid out there, but as you look at 2024, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, so thank you for asking that question. It's great. So we are looking at 2024. This is going to be my second year as a mayor, and I think there are a couple of project initiatives in the pipeline that are great. We have 2 neighborhood plans. They are under, I would say, construction. Working with the neighbors and business leaders and community leaders. So that we are going to have a kind of like a final idea of how those neighborhood plans will look like, maybe at the beginning of the fall. When we are done with those neighborhood plans, the idea is to start with revising the comprehensive plan. Our comprehensive plan is our roadmap to how the city is going to grow in the future. And since there is a lot of growing, a lot of changing, in our city, we need to start thinking about that it's time to revise that plan and incorporate those 2 neighborhood plans, and not to rethink how the city is going to grow in the next 20 years. And then we have a lot of housing initiative too that the housing committee is working because, as you know, in my 2024 budget, I approved 2 new positions because housing is one of my priorities. And then we are planning to hire our first housing specialist in April, and also because everything related to our community and how we can continue to invest in our neighborhood, especially those ones that they need more resources. They are the ones that are under the umbrella of the Healthy Neighborhood Program. We are hiring and also a community specialist to work on those areas, to work on the teen center, the hub, all of that's priority that we hope that we are going to do a groundbreaking for the hub in the summer. And also transit. We are working with Madison Metro to determine how much it's going to cost to have another bus lane connecting east to west, and especially I really want to connect the Southdale area to our city because this is our newest neighborhood, and I want that community to feel part of Fitchburg. So there are a lot. This is kind of the priority. There is a lot of there is another couple of plans that we're working. The sustainability plan, the bike and pedestrian plan. We are planning to update too. So a lot of good things that are happening in Fitchburg, and in planning and growing. There are new development coming in, in Fish Hatchery Road, new construction coming, good project. Also, tomorrow we are planning to approve in Plan Commission a new hotel coming to Fitchburg. So there are all good things happening in Fitchburg.
Fitchburg's growing.
Yeah.
And I think that's been identified in many different ways. Why is that so important?
The growth?
The growth.
Well, the growth is, for me, it tells me that people like to move here because we are doing something right, and it's great, but that growth also put a lot of demands in services, that we need to be prepared. For that reason is that because we have grown almost 24.9% in the last 10 years in population, and our demand for services has grown, but our resources and staffing has not grown at the same rate. The council is also considering going to a referendum. So residents will receive at the end of February a survey asking for their input about our priorities as a city and if they are going to be okay for a referendum.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you know where I was going with that. Is that there is a survey coming out, and there will be information on our website as we get closer to that date. By the next time you get here, we'll kind of discuss some more of what that looks like and what that means. But that survey is coming out. That's to get public input on everything that priorities that have been set up by council, so to speak, but getting the input on those initiatives. So appreciate the update on that. We're going to make a really hard transition here to talking about the next steps in the police facilities. So another project that got started a while ago, but design review was kind of last year's going into this year. Wasn't voted on at the last council meeting. So what are the next steps in that process?
Yeah, so in the last February 13 meeting, the council didn't approve an adjustment or an increase in the budget for the facility in $50 million, and they didn't approve either my resolution. So part of that was increasing the budget, also incorporating the training bay in the facility. But so it doesn't mean that we are not going to build the facility. We have $35 million that it was approved in our last capital improvement plan. It was budgeted, so we have the $35 million. So next step is city staff are working with the engineers and architects to determine what size will be our police station with that $35 million. So maybe we need to change our schematic design and reduce the footage, or maybe we need to redesign completely and to be able to that the new police station is aligned with the $35 million already budget. So the police facility is coming because our officers deserve a better place to work. They are already outgrown where they are. They're in the basement, and they really need a new space. And $35 million is a lot of money still, so I think we can build something very nice. And also because the city hall is growing too, we need their space, to start renovating to accommodate the growth for our services in City Hall. So this is like a big project, 2 phases. Phase 1 is to build the police station so our officer has a better place, and then they can move to that place, and then when they leave that place, we can renovate phase 2, and we can be able to use that space for our staffing, because right now we have people working in condition that they don't have a window, natural light, so I think this is not fair.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll keep you up to date on far as where that project's going, and they'll come up through council here. So we'll keep you updated on. Thank you for an update on that. Finally, it's Black History Month. A proclamation. You shared a proclamation at our last council meeting. But any thoughts as we work through Black History Month?
No, I think that we have almost 11% of our population are Black or African American descendant. So I think this is for us as a city, we need to honor all of our neighbors. We are a very inclusive community, and I think it's an opportunity for all of us to learn more about our Black neighbors, the Black history in this country, to learn about all the contribution that they have made, and I hope that this is my hope for the city of Fitchburg and residents to try to educate, learn, and try to reach out to books and read more about the contribution of Black in our community, in our country, and in the world. So that's it.
And you can check out that proclamation, and we have it posted up on our social media and through Fact TV if you'd like to check that out. Otherwise, you can check out the full meeting as well. Okay. All right. Well, that ends it for February. We'll get you back in for March. Busy time as always. So thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, Jeremy.